These are the best noodles I've ever had in my entire life.
Since the band's been to Indonesia, he hasn't stopped
Oh
talking.
my
God,
god, I force feed mee goreng down all their throats.
I accept it. It tastes so good.
Hello, CD lovers. Welcome back to another Creative Disc exclusive interview with me, Lutfi, and my guests today have a unique background story because they all met for the first time in dorm college and learning music in there, and their friendship is still lasting until this day. That's why the name of the band have a friends in it. Also, they play warm and gentle and alternative pop sound that can soothe your mood, and they have a unique band name too, as I previously said before. So without further ado, please welcome. This is my new friends, like literally new friends.
That was perfect,
That was
man.
amazing.
That's
That sounds like you've done this before.
So, how are you doing today, all of you?
Doing good.
Great,
We're
really good.
excited. We're excited.
How are you?
I'm fine too. In Jakarta, it's like on like 10:22 a.m.
Damn.
We're approaching nighttime here in Los Angeles.
Oh, you are in LA right now.
We're in LA right now. Yes.
Oh.
Well, you know
So
what?
I kind of like it's like a unique name to your band. Like your name band is so unique because like this is welcoming my new friends, like literally new friends. Like how the idea came up with it. Like
It was simple. It was simple. We all met in college, and we were all new friends when we met, and
Now we're the band, new friends.
New friends.
we gotta talk about the year on the dorm college later. But before that, like what kind of activity that you are doing recently?
Oh, recently, we've been indulging in Los Angeles's many sites,
Yeah.
lots of hikes, lots of window shopping at stores we can't afford,
Yeah.
but we love window shopping.
Well, what kind of food are we eating?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm on the. Where you find it? Where you find it? I'm on a diet on mee goreng right now. Oh my god, you're so mean.
These are the best noodles I've ever had in my entire life.
Since the band's been to Indonesia, he hasn't stopped
Oh
talking.
my
We
god,
won't
I
stop eating
I force feed mee goreng down all their throats.
them. I accept it. It tastes so good.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about it later because we want to talk so much about it later. I want to talk so much about it later. But first, we make it formal interview first with the music first.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So like, tell me more about your newest album first, called The Pilot.
Yeah. The pilot is our first, I guess, record collection of songs, and it's everything we've done in the past 3 years put into one cohesive record. But yeah, it's great. The pilot, the name came from kind of where we were at in our careers right now, which is like a TV show where they have the first episode is the pilot, and you hope that after your first offering to the world that maybe you get signed on for a first season, right? So we named it the pilot kind of as our introduction, I guess the beginning of New Friends. So that's why it was called The Pilot, and it's out on the 18th of February, and we're very excited for it.
Very.
So you're called the album The Pilot because you wanted to be the pilot of your your first episode TV before it will green light to air on TV, right?
So like exactly. So when our band green lights, then we'll know that we can look back on the first project, and it's actually literally it's kind of a play on the whole movie and TV industry, and we just kind of brought it into our little nook of the music industry.
The only thing is that with that, if it doesn't work out, usually they don't make any more shows, and we're gonna keep making music.
Yeah, sorry, it's still gonna be made, but
So speaking about the TV series, like, do you have any favorite TV series that you currently watch, or maybe like your favorite all time?
I think one of my favorite shows was Game of Thrones.
Oh,
That's my favorite show.
I'm watching Euphoria right now.
Euphoria,
Classic.
ah,
Right now, I've just been watching like shows about cars, like Rust to Riches, those kind of shows.
Car show.
Like, you know, I just
Exhibit, Pin My Ride.
yeah, that kind of stuff to me is like just a chill watch.
I'm a very cliche like TV show watch. I just watch whatever's popping at the time. Like I finished Squid Game in a day, and then
Squid Game is insane.
I watched Squid Game in
So
a day, and then I don't watch a TV show for about like 5
Months?
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then one popping off on like Twitter or on like TikTok, and I go straight to it. I watch it all in a day, and then don't watch for a few weeks.
I remember I told Conrad about a show called True Story. It's with Kevin Hart in it.
Ah,
He watched the whole thing in like a day. I was like, dude, I thought I binged it over like 2 or 3 days. This guy watched it in one day.
I go in.
What are you watching right now?
I'm like I'm currently watching like the TV series. Like my little brothers already watched Breaking Bad, but I want to watch Breaking Bad, and I'm
Okay, we have a
yes.
story for you.
Yeah, listen to
We have
this.
a crazy story for you. So you're watching Breaking Bad. So the other night we were on our way to
The Laugh
Just-
Factory.
we were going
just
out for a
like-
drink or something like
yeah.
that. Our Uber driver was Walter White's
Stand-in.
stand-in, and he actually
He put on the hat.
So I'm like, okay, so we get into this car. He's got Walter White stickers on the side of the car. We get in the car. He's got Breaking Bad playing on these DVD players in the car. And then so I'm like, okay, what's going on? This guy's clearly a big fan. This guy's melting right now.
He put on the hat.
So I'm like, hey, like, are you like a big Breaking Bad fan? He puts on this hat. He turns around. He looks
Like
exactly
Walter
like
White, like literally like Walter White.
craziness.
It was nuts.
So it was just like
What?
a wild situation. I have a picture of him. I gotta show it to you.
Crazy story.
This is I don't know this is coincidence or not, like really. Oh my god, I already say WTF, but you know it's got a censoring here. Like I want to say that, like, oh really? Okay. Okay, so back to the music again. So
Yes.
in this album, I hear that you mix so many genre of like indie pop and alternative pop into this one project. So how can you balance all of the genre that you love into this one concrete project?
Yeah, I think our biggest thing is that we've never really cared about like what genre it falls into, and I think that's, you know, up to the world to decide like, okay, where do we want to place this? But I think just making new music, having tons of different influences go into a song is what is inspiring to us.
Yeah, we came all from very different musical backgrounds, and like what we listened to as kids was all very different, right? I mean, Stefan was listening to a lot of EDM growing up, and then he was also listening to like early 2000s, like The Fray, Coldplay, but he wanted to become an EDM producer, and Cole listened to completely different music than me. I listened to different music than Aiden.
Yeah.
So when we all get into a room together to make music,
We just fight.
we just we just collect we collect all of our influences, and we just kind of put no boundaries, no pressure on it, right? And we just see, what do we want, what are we going to make today, and just let the song do what it needs to do, and we just all facilitate it. So it's never really with an agenda, right? We just like making the new friend sound. It's kind of just for
every song is like a clean slate, really.
yeah.
Oh, but here's the interesting things. You met each other when you're studying music, because this is so interesting, because you know the stereotype is when you put musicians who know the theory about music in first place, they will fight for their idealism and ego. So how can you keep up your ego down each other when you're making music? Because you know so much about music, you learn from it.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like we've been making music for a while now, and we've learned to kind of accept each other's ideas and at least try it. Even if it doesn't work, we try it out. If it doesn't work, then we look at it and we're like, yeah, that's dumb. But we tried it out.
I think the best thing is, what I've realized at least, is that we're all teammates here, and it's not
We're on a
like
team.
Who's the best.
Yeah, it's not like my dude's the
Yeah.
best.
I think communication is definitely very important thing.
Communication.
We have a lot of talks, even not about music, and that brings the energy in a studio setting up. You know,
There's trust. It's like any relationship. It's all about trust, right? And I go into a room trusting that these three are going in for the same reasons, which is to make the best song we possibly can. And all egos get left out the door. And obviously there's going to be troubles, right? I mean, there's 4 very strongly opinionated creatives who know how to make what we need to make on their own. But the
Mm.
beauty behind New Friends and what we like made as a group is something that's so special that we always remember every time we get in a room together. That's what it's about. Is the four of us facilitating a song. We're trying to make the end goal is a song. However we get there, that's up to us. But we just kind of all do it for the song, and that's the easiest way to do it, I think.
Coming from maybe like the answer is so good because maybe coming from the study music a lot like you learn from it, it's part of your growing up, right? Like you're growing up with your music theory and your new friends, and here you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
it was a weird, crazy. I don't think any of us expected going into college. I don't think I know that none of us expected going into college and ending up in a band, let alone
Yeah.
specifically us,
Yeah.
doing this journey together. So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Okay, so Purple Candy is your biggest track right now. Tell me more about that song.
Yeah, it was the first song we ever made together. And it kind of just like, when we put it out, we had no expectations. We were all just musicians in college doing our thing. And when we put it out and it started gaining this traction, it kind of sparked a belief within ourselves that, we could do something more. And when we brought Conrad into the band, who was doing a solo project as well. And, the collaboration of us, I feel like was like the ingredient, I guess, bringing Conrad into the band was that like factor that kind of drove us further and taught us to like work even harder for what we're dreaming for. So Purple Candy was the starting point, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's taken us places that we never could have imagined.
It was a weird, weird time. I mean, you
Yeah.
wrote that in your dorm room. Like it's such a college story. The song was written in a dorm room and the song was recorded in the school's facilities, like the school's studios. So from start to finish, it was a student project.
Yeah.
It
almost.
was a project.
Yeah.
It was for a class.
There you go.
We made it for well, we made it, and it happened to be that there was a project where you had to submit a song.
Yeah.
So we were like,
Yeah.
okay, well, this one is decent, so why don't we
No,
submit
what you
it?
thought was there's less work because we already have a song.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah,
submit that
exactly.
one so we don't have to work and make
Exactly.
another one.
It was like, we'll check that off the homework list and move on.
Yeah. That's
And
literally
then-
exactly what
That's
happened.
exactly it.
So we walk into the lecture hall one day, and as we're walking in, it's playing through the PA, and everyone's sitting in there, and we're just like, what is happening? So, and then the prof starts the lecture by saying, who made this song? And the three of us kind of like, oh, hey, like, he's like, are you guys a band? We said, no, like, we just made the song. He's like, you're a band now. And then that's the start.
New friends.
That's the start of it.
New friends. Yep.
So,
But when I read it again, your Purple Candy lyrics, I don't expect like I found interesting lyrics like we are so accustomed to the digital age. Are you feeling lost right now? Do you need to find yourself? I just need to know. Like, wow, it is like so heavy lyrics. I think.
yeah.
Whose line is it? Whose line writing is that?
That's all Aiden.
I'll eat it.
He really dives deep and really hits you in pulls on your heartstrings.
Yeah.
I think everyone has those firsts in life, like those moments where like, you're going through a heartbreak for the first time. And that was like going through a heartbreak for the first time. There's a lot of heavy emotions. And luckily we were able to get that into a song that happened to connect with other people. And it's really beautiful to see that, you're not alone when you're going through those firsts.
Yeah.
There's other people who are going through the same thing.
Wow. So this is my question. Mention 5 things we didn't know about New Friends, and also like maybe like 3 things that you didn't expect when you were coming to Indonesia. Like who's coming to Indonesia?
Sam loves Indonesia.
Actually,
Okay.
Sorry, go finish your question.
So it's all right. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I traveled to Indonesia with my buddy a couple years ago. We flew into Jakarta, which is an absolutely beautiful city, and then we flew to Yogyakarta, which is also very beautiful. Like I like that place more than Bali. And then we went to Bali, and then we went to the Gili Islands. But Yogyakarta was so cool. Like it, like it was just so nice. It
He
was
loves
so
it.
nice, and I
So,
can't wait to go back.
If we could
and eat
tour
more.
one place in the world right now, I think it would be Indonesia.
Indonesia, yes.
Oh,
And Indonesia is
There's a hot take. right
it's
there.
the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. The beaches and like just like the people there were so nice. Like it was my favorite place in the world.
okay. So I have fast question, like two question. Like first one, mention two things we didn't know about Indonesia. Mention two things that you didn't expect when you are coming to Indonesia.
The food was incredible. Actually, I kind of expected that. Oh, that's a hard question.
Well, your accommodations were also beautiful, right?
Yeah, that was one thing I wasn't expecting is like the hostels were beautiful. Like they were so nice and the people were so nice, which I expected that as well. Honestly, like I went there and I was like, I feel like this is what I imagined it to be. And I need to go back and live there for the rest of my life.
That you feel.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's like such a nice place. And I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
want to go back or go.
Yeah. You should come back after this craziness in this world all over.
100%,
Amen.
100% I'm going
Yes.
back.
Okay. Mention three things we didn't know about new friends.
We love video games. We eat a lot of takeout.
What kind of video games?
What kind of video games?
All of them.
All of
Yes.
them. Literally all video games. We were
Yes.
playing a lot of Call of Duty, but we've dabbled in a lot of different games. I used to play League.
I
You
used to play League of Legends.
Yeah, League of Legends.
Any sports game.
Any sports game. We just love video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do a lot of takeout and we like
Hanging out with our friends.
Hanging out with our friends.
But I feel like that's a given. And we eat a shit ton of Migo Rang. I'm sorry.
No, I'm on diet right now. I'm want to craving like yesterday. I literally want to craving with mee goreng, but like no, you are on diet, Lutfi. No. It's a lot of carbohydrate in there. No.
I'll eat an
No,
extra
no.
package for you. I'll eat an extra package for you tonight.
We'll
You
eat
know,
4
don't
packs
worry.
just for
4
you.
packs just for you.
So because you always allure me with your mee goreng, sadly I have to done this interview. Because you know you're treating me like mee goreng. I'm like on the fat loss diet right now. You're treating
I'm
me
gonna go
like
make
mee
these right
goreng.
now.
Oh, that-
Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate your time. It's been a
yeah.
pleasure.
Thank you, new friends. Thank you, and thank you, new friends, for this interview. So once again, Creative Disc viewers, this is my new friends. Like, thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.